Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back with a brand new review for Love and Marriage Huntsville, season 5, episode, whatever this episode was, child. Now y'all listen to me. I was not about to get all enthralled in all things Holtz versus Scott and all this fighting, honey, okay? Because I'm going to tell you, after these shows go off, I don't want nothing else to do with it. I'm having my own custody battle. So for me, I didn't want to fight with the people in the comments. Team Scott, Team Holt, Scott, Team Scott. I don't care. Okay. So I'm going to give the review. I'm going to give my honest, unbiased opinion. And I don't want to hear no mess, or else I'm going to have to turn my comments off. I'm really not in the mental headspace for it, which is why I skipped it on Saturday. But since y'all here, child, let's get into it if we gonna get into it. So when the episode first opens up, we see a G-Wagon pull up, and it's actually Stormi's, okay? Listen, I don't keep up with these people. I don't watch every single video that everybody puts out telling us about their life story and where they went to elementary school. So I did not know that the gold G-Wagon was Stormi's. Ugh, child. Because some of y'all were like, really? It's one thing when you're like, oh, no, I mean, should have gold G-Wagon, that was Stormi's. Nah, that wasn't Mel. But some of y'all was like, you don't know? The gold G-Wagon is Stormi's. Keep up. We're not about to do that. Okay, we're not about to do that. We don't know them. Okay, and you better be glad you don't know them, or you be rumbling in the street in front of the house, though. Moving forward. Charlotte's a fool, honey. But anyway, the gold G-Wagon pulls up, y'all. Okay, so Stormi hops out with her husband and her mama. So Destiny over there looking at them like, I know you fucking lying. So in the confessional, she was like, after what we've been through, I just don't understand why Stormy Weather thought it was a good idea to come and rain and storm up in here. That ain't gonna be able to work for me. So before she can even get out good, she tells the manager, listen, girl, go over there and tell Stormi she can't come, okay? You got to tell her to leave, because if I tell her, it's not gonna be nice. First of all, before we go any further, the energy of this entire event was dark and uninviting. There was no refreshments. The refreshments, I guess it was the black champagne in a bottle or chocolate in a bottle, or I don't know what it was, child. It needed to be chilled. Honey, there was no ambiance. There was no music. This was y'all standing around the house, though. Okay, if we really want to be real. So the whole thing was uninviting. It was dark. Destiny's energy was stank. Destiny standing guard of her stomach the whole event. Girl, why are you wearing that if you're uncomfortable? Because I'm going to tell you right now, if I put me on something short, honey, and I'm giving the judge that should be given, I'm twirling around. Baby, I'm twirling around that party like Tinkerbell. Baby, I'm up on my tiptoes. Hey, y'all. Oh, thank y'all for coming. Hey, girl, hey. Honey, I'm all in everybody's face. Now, I don't know exactly what happened before the event started, but the energy is just off. Okay, so there's that. So Miss Ma'am tells Stormi, hey, girl, okay, nice to see you. Yeah, you gonna have to leave. So Stormi goes, well, okay, okay. Well, can you give her these flowers? So inside, Melnika and her side part, they're telling Destiny, girl, don't do this. Be the bigger person. Go ahead and get your gifts, girl. Do not do this. Be the bigger person. This is your event. So outside, the nice manager lady is like, well, she just don't want no drama. So her mama was like, it wasn't going to be no drama. We didn't come for drama. So Stormi said, well, I had gotten her a Gucci purse. She's like, oh, you want me to give it to her? Stormi said, nah, I'm going to keep it. I know that's right, honey. Because listen to me. You embarrassed me in front of my husband and my mama, and I'm taking my purse and my embarrassment back to my damn house. Child, I wish I would give you a Gucci purse after you done escorted me off your property. Period. It ain't happening. You can take them flowers because them flowers gonna die, but you will not get this Gucci purse. And that's just that on that. So Melnika is like, well, just let me go bring her inside, like, so she can bring your stuff. Just take your stuff. Come on, Destiny. So Destiny was like, all right, well, you go tell her. Just go tell her. Destiny is so childish. Ma'am, what you gonna do? Do you want her inside or outside? So Melnika goes out and she tells Stormi, girl, you can come in. But see, the manager is looking like, no, I had strict orders to escort the heifer out before she got in. So now you got the nice manager lady looking crazy because she's saying one thing and Melnika saying another. So Melnika is telling Stormi, y'all got to do better than this, man. This don't make no sense. And Stormi saying there like, yeah, it's giving a little weirdo energy. Like, I'm just confused as to what's going on. Now, Stormi, you already know that you don't mess with Destiny. So if I saw you rolling up, I would think something as well. I don't know what type of time you on, okay? Because the last time I saw you, we were not on the best of terms and you did not receive an invite. So if I see you rolling up, I'm going to be looking at you like, girl, what you doing? And why are you coming? So I can understand where Destiny is coming from when she looked out the window and saw Stormi coming. And she's like, not what you up to. But this is a public event, I'm assuming, because it was a flyer all over Instagram, child. I'm not sure what's going on. So Stormi is like, I'm just trying to support a black business. I bought the girl a purse after Galentine's, okay, with an M. This is her, not me. Baby, after Galentine's, as Stormi calls it. But she said she never had a chance to sit down with Destiny. And she saw a flyer about the event on Instagram and she pulled up. Y'all know what it's giving me? It's giving me Twitter party. Remember when Candy had that Twitter party and Nene walked in talking about, ugh, all these Twitter people are here. Yes, the Twitter people are in attendance. Girl gone. Moving forward. Shout out to Candy. But my thing was this. I was thinking about this. I'm like, well, you saw her at Jalen's housewarming party, so why didn't you say anything then? I don't know. Maybe she bought it after that. I don't know what's going on, child. So Destiny is in his hot box, moving back and forth and back. And I'm like, girl, put a fan on or something. Everybody is, see, this is the thing. When you get heat, Alabama heat, on top of the heat in this house though, the gel is melting, honey. The Dax is starting to melt away, honey. You know, it's hard to break Dax. You can literally have a can of Dax for them waves for at least 14 years. You can pass it down from generation to generation. The Dax is melting. The gel is melting. Y'all hot. Destiny got on uncomfortable clothes. Tisha couldn't do too much, honey, because, you know, all her whatnots will be hanging out. Everybody mad. It's hot. Tempers flare when it's hot. That was the first problem. Okay, y'all were in that hot box. So she in a hot box, baby, and she pacing back and forth and back. So Stormi walks in. She halfway don't want to speak. Not Stormi, Destiny. And she's like, listen, girl, I brought you a Gucci purse because I want us to be good. And I just want you to know I'm proud of you. You are really doing something important, especially being a black woman in this space where it's hard for us. And I don't know, maybe I'm being naive, but I really did feel like Stormi was being sincere. Now, it would have been different had she rolled up with Mel and they would have been on some, what's up, you know, something like that. You know how she liked to do. But I feel like she was genuinely coming in like, girl, I'm proud of you. Okay. I'm so proud of you. Shout out to Drake. So Destiny was like, you know, the gift annoys me more than anything because if you wanted to support me, then why am I the only store without your product? Well, Destiny, the same way that you didn't want her there because y'all ain't good, it's probably the same reason why her products ain't in your store because y'all ain't good. Maybe when y'all get good, then she'll have the opportunity to put her stuff in your space. And furthermore, you got to be able to keep that thing open first and be able to sell said product. Now, she can give you 3 bottles of conditioner, a little bit of that curling mousse, or whatever it is, honey, just a little bit to get you started, okay? Because the store ain't open. They're saying the store ain't open. Now, Destiny, I really want to support your store and whatnot. But, baby, you're going to have to keep it open more than 1 day a week. Moving forward. So, Destiny is clearly annoyed. And I'm just thinking to myself, why not just let her go if you're going to do all that? Like, you are really acting your son's age. Be an adult about the situation. All that pouting and tilting your head out to the side. I'm good. You're clearly not good. This is ridiculous. Over on the other side, Tisha and Kimmy, they over there talking about it, right? And Kimmy was like, oh, that's nice. Beautiful flowers. It's an olive branch, but I didn't see her get them. So did she receive them? Did she receive the gift well? I mean, she did the Destiny, if that's what you're talking about. Instead of keeping it real. If you want to protect your space, just protect your space. Because all this negative energy in this house, though, is too much. It's just too much. So Tisha was like, well, I mean, she was kind of stone-faced. She mad. So Kimmy said, well, maybe it'll be a step in the right direction. You know, maybe things can start to move. So Destiny rolls up like, what y'all say? So Stormi is over there talking to the guys, and Marceau is like, I like the way you said I'm giving you a Gucci purse to make sure we Gucci. I like that. So, you know, they big up in Stormi. And Stormi was basically like, I just wanted to support her. Just as simple as that. Like, whatever we had, that's in the past. Back over with Kimmy and Tisha and Destiny. Kimmy is like, why is your face twisted up? She's like, my face not twisted up. She said, I'm telling you what I see. Your face is twisted up. She's like, no, it's not. Girl. Do you sell mirrors in that hair store? Because it's giving screw face, okay? That face is screwed up. I don't know if you sell mirrors in there or not. Handheld, the ones that come in them little compacts, I don't know. But you're definitely giving twisted up face. So Tisha was like, so, I mean, you going to give it back because you don't want it? And Kimmy said, she ain't about to give back no Gucci bag. Destiny said, yes, I would. I would never wear something somebody just gave me. So Kimmy is trying to figure out at what point will Destiny be satisfied with the olive branch of it all. And she's like, I'm not going to be satisfied with it. So Kimmy says, so there's no way to fix it. She's like, there's nothing to fix. So Tisha goes, so no moving forward. She's like, what are we moving forward to? At this point, Destiny in her little after 5 dress would be just standing there. Because I would have walked right the hell away from her. Girl, stay mad. Okay, just stay mad. This is crazy. This is your event. If you do not want this lady here, go have a grown-up conversation. Say to her, Stormi, I appreciate you coming out, but right now, I really want to celebrate my grand opening. So, hair store rule number 547,684, as Uncle Clifford would say at the Pank, is don't have the heifers in here that don't mess with you. So right now, therefore, and thus and such, you need to go. Just tell her you got to go. You got to go. Honey, that's just that on that. So Tisha's like, girl, what's wrong? I mean, why are you acting like this? You acting like this over some flowers? She's like, I mean, I'm on 10. She said, no, girl, you're on 0. Well, I know that's right. She's like, anyway, y'all having a good time? Here go Kimmy. I'm having an amazing time. Child, I'm ready to go and I ain't even there. So I don't know how they having a good time, but I sure ain't. And Tisha was like, see, you transferring your energy over to Kimmy. Girl, I'm gone. So she walks away. Kimmy is now pissed, honey, because it's just negative. So then this shark music starts playing and Mel rolls up and in walks Mel. Well, baby, what she do that for? Baby, Destiny was pissed. So she walks in and her mom is like, congratulations, Destiny. Very respectful of Destiny in her space. Okay? So Mel says, hey, Destiny. Now listen to me. I don't care what y'all say. Okay? I really don't. I barely heard Mel without that closed captioning. I barely heard her. Yes, she did speak. I'm not taking that away from her. But this girl was already confused and discombobulated because Stormi and her Gucci purse just walked in. Then you have Mel, who's also uninvited. She walks in and you can barely hear her speak. We should not have had to have closed captioning. I'm just saying. So I really don't fault Destiny for thinking that she didn't speak. Okay? Because you could barely hear her. So Mel goes to look around the hair store, right? But pause before we get there. Listen to me. I just stated that Mel did in fact speak. Because see, this is really why I don't want to review the show anymore, because it just amazes me how I can literally say something and somebody is going to get in the comments. I can bet y'all any kind of money and say, Mel did speak to her. Yes, ma'am, she did. I said that. I said, but it was a little low, so I don't fault Destiny for not being able to hear her. Okay? Moving forward. So she walking around the hair store, honey, and Kimmy is like, well, I mean, the gang's all here. Ma'am, too soon. So Kimmy goes, well, that was nice, right? So Destiny gonna say it was nice of her to come in and not speak, but her mama spoke. And Kimmy was like, well, I don't know. I wasn't paying any attention. So Mel goes over to speak to Hotel. Meanwhile, Destiny is looking for her daddy. So while she's doing that, Mel goes over to speak to Stormi and her husband. So they standing there and they talking. And Mel was like, I got a good 10 minutes in here. First of all, it was hot as hell, so I don't blame her. She was like, I ain't got but 10 minutes in here, girl. So, I mean, I got to go after that. So Stormi is telling her that, she almost got the Tisha treatment. So Mel is like, what, girl? They try to put you out? While she doing that, Destiny in the back telling her daddy, they ain't even speak. They came in my business and she didn't even speak to me. Should I put him out? What should I do? Should I put him out? Destiny, you are a grown damn woman. Nobody should have to tell you what to do. If you want to put them out, put them out. If you don't, then don't. I don't want to hear nothing else about it. Like, this is just crazy to me. So as she's doing all that, she's like, well, I brought her a Gucci purse. So we could be Gucci. And Mel looking like, girl, you ain't never got me no Gucci purse. Baby Mel like, say what now? So she was like, yeah, she didn't want it, but I'm going to take it back. So Mel was like, Well, she all right. You just got to let people operate in whatever energy they want to operate in. But just be you. Like I said, I feel like Stormi was being genuine. Now, in this moment where they sitting over here, kind of being shady about the whole situation, that's different. But I do feel like her energy was different when Mel wasn't there and she was trying to give Destiny that gift. I feel like it came from a good place. Over on the other side, Melnika is talking to Destiny and she's like, why don't you go make conversation? Why you just gonna talk to him? She's like, no, I'm not talking to people that don't like me. I agree with that. I agree. Girl, why would I go talk to them? This is my event. If they want to talk to me, they can come talk to me. I'm not going over there and these heifers don't like me. I'm sorry. I don't care what y'all say. I'm not going over there and kiki and caca with nobody that don't really like me. Child, and we ain't hashed nothing out. Oh, absolutely not. Moving forward. So Mel is like, well, you know what, Stormi? We need to plan a sound bowl energy day. You know, we got to keep our energy right. Well, child, I hope Stormi ain't got to read the instructions this time. Because, baby, last time, Stormi didn't know what was going on. So while they talking, here comes the store manager asking if they're okay. Stormi was like, girl, gone. Honey, this is the one that tried to put me out, honey. The one that had this roller set. Child, go on, honey. You and your pink roller set and your lustrous pink moisturizing lotion. Please go on, child. I don't want nothing to do with it. So Miss Van is over there talking to hotel, and he's telling her that Mel came to the house, and her mom was like, oh, really? Oh, well, that's nice. And so then he tells her that Mel also invited him to Destin. Well, baby mama didn't know that. So she was like, well, I mean, like, y'all being co-parents, that's very important for the kids because, you know, in the end, they're the most important. So she brings up an interview that she did about him taking accountability and about her saying that she doesn't feel like he should take accountability. I'm not buying that, honey. You want him to take accountability for trying to throw you under that bus with Mark and just say that. It's okay because he should take accountability for that. And all the other stuff he did, like calling your daughter a hoe on national TV. And I ain't going to never forget that. That's why I can never see anything more for Martell Holt, as I have affectionately coined him Hotel. Okay? Hotel gets nothing from me. Moving forward. So Mel walks up and she's like, Mama, you about ready to go? So her mom was like, oh, you know, Martell told me you invited him, you know, to the trip. And she was like, oh, yeah. So they get ready to leave, right? And Martell was like, I'm going to walk y'all out. So Destiny waited. Okay? She waited till they got outside and she's like, next time you come to somebody's establishment, you need to speak. So Mel is like, girl, I definitely spoke to you. Run the cameras back. I don't know what you're talking about. Ma'am, why didn't you address it in the moment that you felt like she didn't speak? I'm not about to just let you sashay on in and get where you need to get and you didn't speak to me. If you enter a room, even if you just enter a room, let's just say I'm not throwing an event. Let's just say you come in a room that I'm in. If you don't speak, I'm going to say, oh, I didn't sleep with you last night. Did I sleep with you last night? Because, baby, you sure didn't speak. Did I wake up to you this morning? I'm going to address it. Not just hold it in and then wait for her to leave and then pipe up. Girl, goodbye. So Mella's like, girl, you want a moment, honey. People want moments. I'm not about to give y'all no moments, honey. Absolutely not. So Destiny's like, you came to my store. You should have been escorted out like you did Tisha. Oh, baby, don't take it there. Because if I remember correctly, were you not at that event when Tisha got escorted out? And I don't think you felt no sympathy for Tisha. Tisha might need to watch you as well. Now, I don't know if I'm right. I can't really remember. I need to go back and watch that episode. But did nobody have sympathy for Tisha? Not even Kimmy. Kimmy went right on back in that event. And child, I ain't gonna never forget that. And don't think I forgot. Moving forward. So as Mel is outside, Miss Wanda speaks. Hey, Mel. Ma'am, don't speak to Mel. Okay? Because she already know what you've been saying all over the internet about her kids. So therefore, and thus and such, don't say nothing to her. So Miss Vanessa is coming out of the house though. And she's like, that's just rude. She's like, yeah, and it's rude for you to be lying about when you sat in my driveway. She's like, but you did lie. She talking to Destiny. So Destiny goes, ma'am, please go. Escort yourself out. And Miss Vanessa is looking at her like, baby, I've been kicked out of better. Honey, I have been kicked out of worse places. You ain't got to threaten me with a good time. So Miss Vanessa on her way out the door. So then she turns around and she's like, you know what? You got to straighten up if you want your business to be successful. And I agree with that. You got to learn to compartmentalize things because people are waiting for you to fail. And if you want them to respect you as a business owner, you cannot be so emotional. Like Melnika was saying over there in the corner with her deep side part. She was saying to that lady, you know, the Caucasian people, baby, they going to get your money whether they like you or not. Okay, we're going to close $1 billion deal and I can't stand you. Okay, but that's just business. And that's what Destiny has to understand. She's operating in friendship. Girl, there's no crying in business. Girl, moving forward. So Destiny's like, what? What you say? Worry about pimping your daughter out. Y'all know what that remind me of? Because y'all know I always got a Real Housewives of Atlanta reference. And here we go. It reminds me of when Kenya told Kim, worry about pimping your daughter out for John Legend tickets, bitch. Child is a fool. I'm going to tell y'all right now. If y'all didn't come to this review to laugh about this foolishness, then honey, you on the wrong channel. If you want me to get serious and start doing all this other stuff, honey, it ain't going to happen. Okay? The heifers is losing their minds and that's just that on that. But girls say, what? Why would you talk to that lady's mama like that? I lost all respect for Destiny when she did that, because Miss Van she wasn't disrespectful to Destiny. She walked in, she said congratulations. She was very respectful in her space. And I mean, you saying that she pimping her daughter out, her daughter is a working woman. And she is by her side supporting her as a mom would. But how is that pimping her daughter out? Like, that was just straight ignorant. And you would have a fit if somebody talked to your daddy like that. So you need to really think about the things that you say, Destiny. So Martell is outside speaking to Miss Wanda. He was like, hey, you got the outfit on today, the whole outfit. Here she go. You know I had to do it, ma'am. Ma'am. I don't think he was saying it as a compliment. Hotel shady as hell. So Destiny is even more upset inside, okay? So Tisha is checking on her. She in the room. She got the door closed. I'm like, oh, honey, they done really messed Destiny up. So as they're filming, okay, we're filming a show, we see Mel hop on live. Y'all know that live that Mel was doing earlier this summer where that Bob was bobbing. I have to say that Bob was giving stiff wear. Okay, baby, that Bob was giving, bouncing and behaving. So anyway, you remember that live she did. So Mel was like, well, the production has told me that I can't go live because we're filming a show. Now, girl, you know good and well y'all don't go live while filming. You've been doing this for 4 years now. Now, I understand you want to do a live for a live and a tit for a tat, but you're going to have to do that when them cameras go down. You know they don't be wanting us to know what's really going on before stuff really going on. And that's how we got the inside scoop, because Mel was live. So I think that's the reason why they don't allow them to go live during filming. So anyway, then she sees Bernard, the one that, pronounces minion as Minikin. Y'all remember him? So she's like, wait a minute. Wasn't you just talking about me on the live? Yep, that's him, Mel. That is him. So Miss Wanda gonna say, yeah, that's what's up. Yep, what's up? We from Bessemer. What's up? What the hell does that got to do with this grown man talking about choppers as it relates to Mel? What are you talking about? See, I would have had a full-on Karen moment. Baby, Mel better than me, because I would have took the live to the police station for terroristic threats. Honey, I would have been like, listen, this man right here is threatening me with a chopper. So if anything should happen to me, if I should even break a nail, this is the person you want to speak to. So don't be sitting up here talking about no choppers as it relates to me. What are you even saying? And a hotel, I feel like you should address that. But anyway, child, it's so much to unpack, and I could be here all day, child, but we ain't got no time. So Miss Wanda starts piping up, talking about, yeah, he got a problem with you because I got a problem with you. So Mel was like, why do you have a problem with me? She's like, I'm not even over here for your show enough. Show don't look good. Show ain't about to eat it. Show got everything but the kitchen sink baked potatoes. So Miss Wanda's like, I didn't expect you to be over here for that. So Mel goes, usually I respect my elders. She's like, oh, okay, well then let your mama jump in. Nah, honey, I'm going to dress you about mine, period. Okay, had it been me, and I respect my elders, I really do. I'm ma'am, yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir, because that's the way I was raised. But when you talk about my kid, all bets are off, okay? It's just off, honey. You're no longer Miss Wanda, you're Wanda, okay, when you start talking about my children. So Miss Wanda was like, the reason that I don't like you is on this phone. So she's trying to get the phone out so she can show Mel. So Mel is telling her to keep her children's name out of her mouth. So they go back and forth and back. Baby, they get in each other's faces. So Tisha steps in between them. So Marceau is like, Tisha, sir, if her mama is into it with somebody, she needs to step in between to try to diffuse the situation. So, boy gone. So Miss Wanda was like, well, it was Martell that really gave me the idea that the baby might not be his. Okay, first off, that's not what he said, okay, because I went back and I watched it. He said what he was speaking on was a child that's not even alive, a child that's not here. He was not talking about the child that is here. Number two, who cares if he did? Why does that give you the right to insert yourself between these, well, they're divorced now, between these grown people's business? Why do you feel like you need to speak on that? You're not related to them in any way. Just watch it like the rest of us and move on. Like, I'm not understanding. So she's trying to say that she didn't talk about a baby. She said, find your baby daddy. She didn't say nothing about the baby. She said, find your baby daddy. So now these two are being backed up out of each other's faces. Tisha on one side, Martell on the other. So Mel is like, he right here, my baby daddy right here. So Marceau pulls Tisha to the side. He's like, Tisha, let me tell you something. If you get in the middle of it and something happens to you, then Marceau goes to jail. And that's not good for the family. But why would you go to jail for women fight? That didn't make no sense to me. Because as wrong as Wanda is, that's still her mom at the end of the day. And I'm sure she gonna stand in front of her mama. So I didn't understand that. But side note, I hate these earrings Tisha wearing. It's giving me 2001. It's giving chicken head era. It's giving chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side. I hate those earrings. Okay? I was like, I hate them earrings. Oh, child, they look like they came from the hair store, child. Aisle 2. Moving forward. Y'all remember when we used to get them colorful bangles and them colorful earrings and them colorful necklaces from the hair store? Baby, be matching from head to toe. Child was a whole fool. Anywho, that's a side note. So he's like, I'm going to do my best to protect your mom, but you need to stand to the side, okay? Because you are a woman and you were standing in front of Martell. Okay. So in the confessional, Marceau said Tisha was in front of Martell, and Martell does not have a history of being able to control his temper, so it's time for him to interject. Now, I just find that strange because you're saying you're going to protect her mom, but when they were at Jalen's party and Martell was bucking up on Miss Wanda, you were standing back. Nobody got up to see what was even going on, and it was a whole commotion. So it's looking like a lie. And I'm just trying to figure out if you think Martell gonna hit Tisha. Baby, this too much. This just too much. So Mel and her mama, they go get in the car, right? Well, child, we thinking they finna leave, but they ain't going nowhere. Inside, Maurice is trying to calm down Miss Wanda. She's still going off. She's like, Martell need to get a blood test because she looked like that other man. I'm disgusted. Do you know how confused this poor baby will be watching this? She's gonna have questions. She's a child. Why is it your life's duty to worry about their child's paternity? Why? Like, that's not even right. This whole event is just toxic from the owner to the vendors. Everything about it is toxic. Mel had every right to address Miss Wanda. Do I think it was the right place and the right time? No, I do not. And, Maurice is trying to talk to her. He's like, none of this even matters, Wanda. Wanda's still trying to pull up the footage from Carlos's nightcap outside. Mel is like, I don't even speak on their kids. So, everybody talking about it. Miss Wanda still trying to get out the door. Here she go. I'm not going to do nothing. I'm going to check on y'all just trust me this one time. Man, we don't trust you as far as we can throw you, honey. You in your purple suit stand to the side. So Maurice is like, at this point, we need to expect the unexpected from Miss Wanda. No, we're not going to expect no damn unexpected. Stop talking about my kids. And see, this is not the first time that she's spoken on those kids. Stop doing that. It's as simple as that. Like, people are sensitive about their children. Stop it. Tisha 99 years old and you sensitive behind her. So what do you think they feel like when you're talking about their small kids? Come on, Miss Wanda, now you got to think. So Tisha is like, she wasn't talking about her child. She was talking about her. So Marceau was like, well, everybody know that. No, the hell we don't. Because if you sit up and say that last baby ain't Martell's, you are inadvertently speaking on my kids. Point blank in the period. Tisha, you can argue semantics with your mama because that ain't going to work for me. She was talking about the kid inadvertently. There's no way around it. You need to go check and see who your baby daddy is. That, in a child's mind, hearing that, it's like, dang, so my daddy, I'm not like the rest of my siblings. That's damaging. And Tisha, you're a mom. So why would you even say that? The fact that they're trying to rationalize any of this is just crazy to me. And Mel is like, no, she was talking about the paternity of my child. She wrong. So Mel hanging out at the side of the door. She was like, don't try to defend her. So as she doing that, Tisha said, well, Mel started it with saying that my daddy was in her DM. My daddy just friendly. So Miss Wanda said, go find your baby daddy because Mel said something about my daddy. It's about her having an affair on her husband and Martell might not be the dad. That's what it's about. Baby, the way I would have lost it. The way I would have lost it. Actually, Mel better than me. Because, honey, I would have lost my damn mind. Do y'all hear me? So Martell is like, well, it's about both. Because if I said anything about, MJ, it affects the kids. So Marceau actually agreed. So Martell is like, okay, well, that's it. So Kimmy is like, well, we just need to respect each other's boundaries. Tisha know what her mama meant. Girl, you got master's degrees, honey. And you can't figure out that this is also speaking on their child. Girl, goodbye. So Marceau goes, well, the parents should be off limits because her daddy ain't messing with nobody. I can understand that. Okay, I can see your point in that. Not wanting her dad brought up because he's not a part of this show. We've never interacted with her dad. We've never seen anything about her daddy. And that probably made Tisha feel some kind of way and it probably embarrassed her. So I understand that. I understand not wanting her daddy brought up. But Her daddy is an old ass man falling up in the DMs flirting. Her dad is a man. Okay, this baby is just that, a baby. So we're not gonna compare the two. Her child is a child. They are defenseless. So it's up to Mel to defend them. The baby can't defend herself. So Tisha's like, well, I mean, if you do that, then you need to be prepared for the fallout. So Marceau is like, well, I mean, what people need to know is if you come blazing and somebody come back at you, you can't be mad about what the person's saying, how they react. So Miss Wanda is now giving a slow jog, honey. She done somehow made her way out the back door, baby. She giving a slow jog on her way to get the mess going yet again. But what tripped me out is the lady following her couldn't catch her. I said, girl, you can't catch Miss Wanda? Oh, baby. So she runs up behind and tries to sneak Mel. Miss Wanda, if that lady would have hit you, this would have brought long-term problems to everybody. This right here is just nuts. So Destiny is like, y'all made a mockery of my event. Mel is like, girl, say what you say? Girl, bye. Now, I will say this. I blame production. Nobody else's event requires everybody to be present. But y'all picked this lady's hair stole stand-around party to get everybody in one place. No, that was not cool. I feel like they didn't respect her event. It wasn't about the people that were present. It's the fact that everybody was told where this event was happening, when, and what. Yeah, people can say, well, it was a public event. Child, please. I'm sure everything they do probably is public. But production is in the wrong for having this mess going outside of this lady's establishment. That was just wrong. Because who would want to do business with a nasty business owner, number one, that has fights in front of her store? I know I wouldn't. The entire event was toxic. It had low vibrational energy, honey. Shout out to Coach Stormi. It was low vibrational from the jump. Okay, it just was. Miss Wanda was selling low vibrational plates. It just... Charlie was just a whole fool. They need to write a clause where y'all can't talk about each other on live, because this is foolishness. And Carlos Kang, you know Mel would have a fit if they got to fighting outside her party. You know she would have had a fit. Like, that's just wrong. So Miss Wanda over there talking about she gonna drag Mel. So in the car, Miss Van was like, she tried to run up behind you. And Mel was like, oh, I ain't here. She was like, I didn't feel it. She said, yeah, because I pushed you out the way. So over there with Miss Wanda, Kimmy is trying to talk some sense into her, but Miss Wanda's not hearing it, honey. Don't even waste your breath, Kimmy. Just leave it alone. Back over on the other side, the men are over there talking, right? And so Martell is like, if she's talking about the kid, then she's talking about the kid. So Marceau is like, but she said she wasn't talking about the kid. She was talking about the wife. Marceau said she wasn't talking about your child. So Maurice goes, yeah, she was talking about the child. She said that Martell needs to get a DNA test. So then Marceau was like, oh, well, I didn't hear that. So Martell goes, well, why you talking then? So he tries to walk away because now he getting pissed. And Marceau still talking. So Martell tries to brush past him, right? And he's like, I'm going to say what I want to say. So at this point, they get to tussling. Marceau was all the way in the wrong. Sir, you're wrong. You're loud and wrong. Okay, you don't even know what you're talking about. And no matter what it is, the bottom line is you don't need to even allude to the fact that my children do not share parents. Don't even do that. At this point, they fighting. You know, baby Stormi husband was holding Martell back with one hand. Did y'all see it? I said, baby, that's a big dude. Honey, he was holding him back with one hand. So they trying to stop Marceau and his Keisha K. Oral waist trainer from fighting. Miss Vanessa running after Martell. Mel Bob is bobbing all through the parking lot. Martell! Martell! So, honey, she running after them. Miss Wanda and Kimmy and Tisha, they trying to stop Marceau. Over here on the other side, they trying to pull Martell. Eventually, Destiny grabs Hotel and places him in Mel's car so they can ride off. So they leave. And after all that drama, Miss Wanda went back to fixing plates. Ma'am, I wouldn't want nothing from you. When I say nothing, I do mean nothing. Number one, it's probably cold. Number two, I gotta go home and get dipped in the Holy Spirit, honey. I gotta go get baptized the next day because the way y'all was acting so foolish, child, ain't make no sense. And don't get me wrong, people fight all the time, B. People fight every day, B. But this turned into some foolishness for no reason. And really, it was kind of underwhelming because I feel like we saw everything all over social media, but since y'all want to talk about it, we got into it as we got into it. Here go Destiny. Y'all gonna get me kicked out before I even get in the building. Girl, not you having a grand opening and you ain't in the building. Child ain't got time to play. And that was the end of the episode. Y'all comment down below respectfully how y'all felt about this episode. What did y'all think about the fight? Let me just sum it up real quick. The whole event was giving toxic, negative energy from the start. Okay, Destiny's attitude was stank-a-dank. When Stormi rolled in like a stormy weather rain cloud, she was hovering with a dark cloud over Destiny's head, and Destiny was walking around getting rained on. She tried to pull herself together, but she just couldn't do it because emotionally, she cannot stop from wearing her emotions on her sleeve. Then Mel pulled up and her bob was bobbing, and that pissed her off even more. Mel really came to get the mess started with Miss Wanda because, baby, you will not speak on my kids. So when Mel and Miss Wanda got into each other's faces, it was almost in a fisticuffs. So they separated them only for Hotel and Marceau and his waist trainer to get into it as they got into it. Tisha tried to rationalize the whole mess, but girl, please, you are a mama at the end of the day. Mel was wrong for going on that Carlos nightcap saying anything about this girl's daddy. Girl, leave this girl's daddy out, because if she started talking about Miss Vanessa, you're going to have a conniption fit. Everybody was wrong, nobody was right, and this is a whole fool. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.